Emotionally strong people are rarely alone. They are surrounded by people, friends, family, colleagues. Yet, they often feel deeply lonely. Not because they don't have people, but because no one truly sees them. They are the ones who listen, the ones who stay calm, the ones who handle pressure, the ones people lean on. And slowly, without realizing it, they become emotionally invisible. In this video, we'll explore the psychology behind emotionally strong people, why they often feel lonely, why they hide their pain, why others assume they're always okay, and why strength can quietly turn into isolation. If you've ever felt strong on the outside but empty on the inside, this video is for you. 1. Emotional strength doesn't attract care. IT attracts dependence. Emotionally strong people are dependable. They don't panic. They don't break easily. They don't complain much. Psychology shows that people naturally lean on those who appear stable. So what happens? People come to you with their problems there, stress their emotions, but very few ask, "How are you really doing?" Not because they don't care, but because your strength sends a silent message. You don't need help. Over time, you become the supporter, not the supported, and that imbalance creates loneliness. 2. People assume you're always okay. One of the biggest reasons emotionally strong people feel lonely is assumption. You don't look broken. You don't act weak. You don't collapse. So people assume, you're fine, you're handling it, you don't need checking on. Psychology calls this strength bias. When someone looks strong, their pain is often minimized or ignored. You may be hurting deeply, but because you're not showing it loudly, your pain stays unseen. Loneliness grows when pain goes unrecognized. 3. Strong people learn to self-silence. Most emotionally strong people didn't choose strength. They were shaped by life. They grew up in environments where expressing emotions didn't help, vulnerability wasn't safe, crying changed nothing, so they adapted. They stopped explaining. They stopped expecting understanding. They learned to carry pain silently. Psychology shows that repeated emotional invalidation teaches people to self-silence. Silence becomes survival. But survival is not connection. 4. They are the listeners, not the sharers. Emotionally strong people listen more than they speak. They hold space for others. They give advice. They absorb emotions. But when it's their turn to speak, they hesitate. Not because they don't want to talk, but because they fear burdening others. They think, I should handle this myself. Others have it worse. I don't want to seem weak. Over time, they become emotionally full with no place to empty. That creates isolation from the inside. 5. High empathy creates emotional fatigue. Emotionally strong people are often highly empathetic. They feel deeply. They sense moods. They absorb emotional energy. Psychology explains that high empathy without emotional release leads to emotional fatigue. You give understanding. You give patience. You give emotional support. But when empathy flows only one way, it drains. Loneliness doesn't always come from lack of people. Sometimes it comes from giving too much of yourself. 6. They don't feel safe being vulnerable. Emotionally strong people often hear things like, "You're so strong, you can handle anything, you'll be fine." These compliments quietly trap them. Because once people label you as strong, they expect strength, not honesty. Psychology shows that people fear losing their role. If you're known as strong, being vulnerable feels like disappointing others. So you smile, you stay composed, you keep going. But inside, loneliness deepens. 7. Strong people withdraw not because they don't care. When emotionally strong people feel overwhelmed, they withdraw. Not to hurt others, not to punish anyone, but to protect themselves. They go quiet, they isolate, they create distance. Psychology calls this protective withdrawal. It's a defense mechanism, not rejection. Unfortunately, others misinterpret this as coldness, and the gap grows wider. 8. They carry pain longer than most people. Emotionally strong people don't break easily. But that doesn't mean they don't crack. They carry stress silently. They push through exhaustion. They normalize emotional pain. Psychology warns that suppressed emotions don't disappear. They accumulate. And when strong people finally collapse, people are shocked, because no one saw it coming. Loneliness is dangerous when no one notices your limits. 9. Strong does not equal connected. Here's a powerful truth. You can be strong and still feel deeply alone. Strength helps you survive. Connection helps you heal. Emotionally strong people often survive everything, but heal from nothing. Because healing requires vulnerability. And vulnerability feels unsafe to those who learn to survive alone. 10. Why strong people feel lonely even around others. Have you ever felt lonely in a crowd? That's emotional loneliness. Psychology explains it as being surrounded by people, but emotionally unseen. You talk, but not about what matters. You smile, but hide what hurts. You function, but don't feel connected. That kind of loneliness is heavier than being alone. 11. Loneliness is not weakness. It's a signal. Loneliness doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you've been strong for too long. You've carried too much alone. You need emotional safety. Psychology shows loneliness is a signal, not a flaw. A signal that strength needs softness. Control needs expression. Independence needs connection. 12. How emotionally strong people can heal loneliness. Healing doesn't mean becoming loud. It means balance. You don't need to share with everyone. Just someone safe. You don't need to explain everything. Just stop hiding everything. True strength includes asking for help, resting without guilt, expressing without fear. Strength is not silence forever. It's knowing when to speak. Conclusion: the hidden cost of strength. Emotionally strong people are powerful, but power without connection becomes lonely. You don't need to stop being strong. You don't need to change who you are. You just need spaces where you're not the strong one, you're just human. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone in this loneliness. Subscribe to Mind Peace, where strength is understood and silence is respected.